This is a little song my father used to sing in Italian. I can't speak Italian, so I don't know what the words are. It used to go like this. Si travaglia la mia amorosa dagola mi compasti che li congiro anche mi piazzol ving alla bella jinga jing anche mi piazzol ving alla bella jinga jing. I'm Maurie Gervasoni, grandson of Carlo, who was a pioneer. Back in the 1858 he came out to Australia. He settled around here in about the 1860s, about 2 miles west of Yandoit township, and took up land and decided that this would be a good spot to build a place with a lot of his other friends from over Italy. They put up stone walls and built vineyards and as well as dig the cellars for a start so that they'd have somewhere to put their wine when the grapes come into production. Then they used to have their own produce and make cheese and cows and things like that, and she was a pretty ambitious sort of a family, you know. Carlo was the architect type of thing of it, you know. He designed where the house was going to go, where the pigsties and the cattle yards and the sheds and everything was that. I think they probably had lots of help because there was a lot of Italian labourers, people that come around here, you know, that used to do work. Well, this is the first start of the old building. They dug that cellar and built that little house over the top there, which is it's got a long room, a dining room and kitchen and a couple of little rooms up the top there, and lived in that with his first 2 members of the family. When his first wife died, that left him with a bit of a problem because he was sort of trying to bring up the kids, and the older kids were sort of 7 or 8 and 10. So eventually he married another lady, an Irish lady, and they had a big family, which was my father's family. And so they extended this place and built the 2-storey part upstairs and the bedrooms up the top. And then later on they decided to extend right out and put a dance floor on the end here and another cellar under here, and it became a sort of a mansion. I can only go on what my father and mother used to say, and you know how the life used to be. But apparently it was a real thriving community, and people used to come from miles around, and they'd have lots of social functions. They worked 6 days a week, but music was their big thing. A few wines and a bit of a sing-song and a dance, you know. My grandfather went back to Italy in 1901, only for a trip by rights, but he got crook over there and didn't return, so that left the place in a bit of a turmoil here. So till 1920, it was just sort of run between members of the family, different ones, and some of the members of the family were still here living. My father lived here from about 21 on till about 24 or 5, and then Nicol Gervasoni, who was the oldest member of the second family, he decided he was going to have to sell it because there was a bit of debt hanging around. So they sold this and sold it to a cousin, Jack Gervasoni, and nobody ever lived in it since. My father moved out and bought the place up the road. Our family moved out of there. This became a relic, bit by bit. I hope to get a sort of interested syndicate of people and like to see it done up, because I know there are quite a few people that do make a lot of inquiries about, you know, what can be done with it. So it would be marvellous, and I'd like to see it done up before I get away. I suppose if a few people got together and said, look, we're going to put some work into this and do it up, wouldn't be very long before it'd be back to look like what it used to be in the 1900s, perhaps, eh? Si travaglia mi amorosa, dagala mi compasti chili congiro, on Camille Piazzolving, alla bella jinga jing, on Camille Piazzolving, alla bella jinga jing.